Guys, I'm just going to interrupt to say, paintbrush down.
Wow, look at what you've done. Look at what you've done.
Look at where we started.
Hi guys, we are here at Fantastic Fest with the cast of Vox Machina. With me, I have Liam O'Brien, Marisha Ray, and Travis Willingham. Now, we have talked endlessly leading into this season. Obviously, all of our conversations have been great, but we haven't been able to really discuss anything with y'all. So we wanted to do something different today. The initial plan was for this to be on smaller canvases that we could easily hide from you, but through a comedy of errors, we have received these quite large canvases with this very helpful easel for a picture. So everybody is going to be doing multiple different yoga positions, trying to both hide their images from you as we go through this process. Oh, you can probably see through this.
Ready? No, but do it anyway.
Welcome, welcome. It is a delightful show. We're just going to keep talking while we go. So if you want to get your paints and get hopping in.
So scared.
We're using these boxes for our palette.
These are your palettes, yes. We have a myriad of different painting tools. This can go away now because that's not helpful to anybody. And then paints.
Is it a problem that we have 3 palettes?
Oh no, Travis has his over there. He stole it.
Just channel your inner Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Everything has a fluffy compatriot or cloud or pet squirrel
There you go.
or something.
Look at that. Isn't that a nice little tree?
Paint me like one of your Zemnian girls.
I already have paint on me, so this is going incredibly. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Making choices.
So obviously we're in Austin, so I think we have to start with barbecue talk. You guys had barbecue last night. How was it?
Boy, howdy.
We went to the legendary Terry Black's, introduced, well, Kentucky here. Marisha totally is down with some good Southern food, but Liam's from New Jersey and had his first proper with biscuits and burnt ends, brisket, and just delicious veggies of the Gus variety. And we went to bed and had the most amazing meat sleeps. They got some plush chairs in this bitch.
We have been so secretive about this season for obvious reasons. Well, I guess not obvious reasons, but people will find out soon.
But we're stoked. So there was a nice little gap between the end of season 2 and season 3. Obviously, we were thrilled to learn that we could make another season and continue these awesome stories. But for us, we've been in various forms of production, I think, for over a year now. So we've been recording it, we've been seeing the boards, when final animation comes back, when the music gets added. All we want to know now is, what do our fans think? And also, how can we surprise them? So tonight is going to be the first chance for us to sort of sit in live and hear what people think of.
Yes. We are performers, so this is finally the performer hearing the audience.
Yeah, and
Action.
we come from like a stage background as well. And that's something that's easy to miss and not have when you're just doing a bunch of, releasing animated series on a streamer. So being able to kind of craving that audience feedback and getting it, it's very rewarding.
Yeah. Oh my God, you guys, I can't draw hands.
It's interpretive.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, I know. I'll use the asset that our friend would value the most.
Wait, it's cute already, Travis.
For those watching, Travis can paint.
No. Travis can draw.
Oh,
Travis can draw semi-well. Paint, it's all out the window.
Liam, Marisha, how are you with the visual arts?
Oh, I'm okay. I drew, like a lot of teenagers, I was like, I'm going to be a comic book artist when I was a kid. So I would just stare at X-Men. And
I didn't know that.
I would stare at, for a biology project that was like for a third of my grade one year, I made a science comic book that explored like blood platelets with a superhero who shrank and dove through. It was
out of here.
I've forgotten most of what I was mediocre at the time. But yeah, it's why I love comic books today. I'd gotten out of reading comic books until Jaffe recommended a book or two to me, and then I fell right back into it. Now he's out and I'm way in. So curse you, Jaffe, whatever you are.
Curse you, Jaffe, you demi-lich of the highest order.
My character looks like they're doing yoga, and I cannot stress enough how much they don't do yoga. He's also just not going to have a lower half of his body, probably.
Ooh, I hit the wrong color of paint and put it in where it should be. So now I'm reincorporating that everywhere.
It's fine. You make it match.
Yeah, just you make it work.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it work. I will say my character has got some massive hips right now, and that is not accurate at all.
Okay, I gave mine boobs at one point. I don't think that's
Is
supposed
it
to
a
be
woman?
there. It's not.
Yeah. I can think of a few characters that would be totally fine with that.
This is just making me even more appreciate what Phil Barassa
Okay.
Oh my god.
and all of our animators do.
I'm basically Phil Barassa.
Right. Let's talk about the animation. Like, you guys, you've been with these characters for so long, and obviously you've had the moments where you've gotten to see them on screen. What have you done over there?
I made some choices on Help itself. I can't erase. I'm locked out.
Oh my gosh.
So you've gotten the opportunities to see your characters in many different scenarios at this point, and obviously we're past that first emotionality, or maybe we're not. Was there a moment in season 3 that made you emotional seeing it come to life from the campaign? There we go, we did it.
Yes. Yes.
More than a few.
Yeah, there's so many. You know, there's so much of our own personal selves in these characters, and they go through the grinder, so we're seeing ourselves go through the personal grinder in a way.
I think it was also really interesting to see, and our fans will see this, that there were some deviations taken from the campaign, both because there's a limited amount of time, but also because we wanted to promote some areas for certain characters like Pike Trickfoot, who people will know was away from the campaign at certain moments. And we think we found some really, really cool ways to involve her again and make it a little more interesting for Pike as well. And so I'm looking forward to people getting a chance to see that.
Definitely. So I'm gonna do a confession in front of all of you in this moment. Please don't stab me. I do not play D&D, and I have played it, and I quite didn't like it, and everybody tells me that it's because it's because you did not have a good DM.
Are you more of a GURPS fan?
Of what?
That word.
What's a GURPS?
It's a much older, other kind of thing.
Oh, I see. So, for people like me who aren't into D&D or haven't played D&D, what do you recommend for them to give it a second try?
That's a great question.
Nothing is precious, I think, in the game. I think failures are more fun than successes. The dice are certainly going to ruin any ambitions that you have, so you might as well just roll with it. And also just jump in. It's so fun. There's really nothing to try and compare yourself to when it comes to D&D. And I think if you've got a DM that has spent the time to prepare a story and is going to take you on a journey, then ask questions, explore, try and put your characters in trouble, because that's usually where the fun stuff happens. That would be mine.
Yeah, dive into story and character first, and the role playing of RPGs, and let the rules follow afterward.
I agree. The rules are there as a guideline, but they do not have to be the end-all be-all. I think people get intimidated, I have to learn this whole textbook. No, just jump in, and if the rules get in the way, then just toss them to the side, and you can always get more proficient with rules as it goes on.
It's okay to be scared. We can face anything if we're together.
So speaking of overwhelming, obviously Critical Role has been going on for so long. What do you think the best entry point is for folks just getting into wanting to dive in?
I mean, that was really the impetus behind the animated series, other than us being, nerds that grew up on cartoons in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. We thought this would be, along with comic books, one of the best ways to help this show and these stories spread. But, it's a half-hour episode, so it's, a much lower barrier to entry. If you get in and you're hooked by the characters and you find yourself wanting to know more about the story, there's always going to be the original campaign episodes that are there sitting at, 3-4 hours. And if you want more of the story, you're covered. But this, we really feel like, is a great way to get in, meet the characters, learn a little bit more about the relationships. And if you can't wait until the next season comes out, you can dip back and see what happened there. But, even for the people that know what happened in the story, the animated series, we're going to try and make it so that there are fun and surprising ways to even upset the people that, think they know everything about how these characters go about.
Seem to shiver and quiver at the immediate reaction. You know what I mean? Yeah. Carry on. Quiff? Quiff.
I should probably fix this face. It's real. Oh, this is really.
I don't know about that. I gotta trim up the hips here.
Release this face or is gonna absolutely 187 me.
I'm like doing the Pictionary cheat and writing words. Are you writing words? I am writing words.
Having to explain what you drew?
Yeah.
I love it.
They're saying words, so you know who they are.
Yeah.
So you know they're not the avatar.
Everything you do, it's like, maybe this will fix it. Nope, maybe made it worse.
Yeah, I made it worse. I can't remember where any of the markings go.
People who paint are so good.
Yeah.
I just keep thinking of when Phil or Arthur will be like, I just whipped something up in the past 5 minutes so you guys were talking.
I mean, I just love art and artists of all kinds.
I'm gonna jump into your colors and mess.
That is a great way to close this out. Let's talk about everything going on with animation right now and how much we love our animators.
Gosh, they're so integral. I mean, it's sort of our mission to write episodes that we think, the animation studio, like our amazing partners over at Titmouse, will look at and go, what's wrong with you? Why do you hate us? We can't make this. But every time that we bring them something, they kind of look at us and just say, bet.
Yeah.
There were certainly some interactions in season 3 specifically that are so big and so epic that obviously we have to have like real breakdown conversation about how we approach it. Does it need some extra time to make sure that we pay it to give it justice? But man, it's one thing to hand up a script and then see characters come back, expressions, the fight choreo. Without that, it would just be sort of stagnant, and so it always comes back better than we send it off, and that's when you've got a great partnership.
Well, and those images are, paired with your voices, they're so integral to getting these emotions across, because the series is such we're all laughing, we're all having fun, and then all of a sudden something deeply tragic happens. And you all pair it beautifully.
Guys, I'm just gonna interrupt to say, paintbrush down.
Wow, look at what you've done. Look at what you've done.
Look at where we started.
Okay, well, I'll go first because this unhinged idea was mine. You guys, I had Grog. I did not have Aang from Avatar The Last Airbender. Here we go. Here's.
Oh yeah.
Oh, don't touch me.
That's like a flashback to Baby Grog.
It is.
It's just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Oh my God. All right, Liam.
All right, I pulled Keyleth from the hat and decided to go Earth Elemental.
I love it. You put a backdrop and everything.
Little raven on her shoulder. Flowers. I always remember that mini that we used in the campaign, which was like dripping with flowers and vines. There she is. She's beautiful.
I got one more little detail thing, and then I'm gonna be done because I need a smaller. I think I just got paint in my hair.
I do think that did just happen.
Okay.
Travis is benefiting from this as well. He's happy about it.
Yeah, I put a finish touch.
Oh my goodness! Why did you make that final touch?
You know what?
Okay. Okay. So I was trying to go for a silhouetted thing with Vax in the matron. And you know, it's just a lot of black, really. The lines of fate, and you know, like I said, you've stacked a few pounds in the midsection in this one. I could have made him more lithe, but it is what it is.
Like he's hunched up.
Gold is great. The threads are great. A little bit Batman Beyond vibes, a little bit.
Oh yeah! Shout out to Will. Yeah.
Lovely.
You know,
The lines are something to touch. You've got the threads.
thank you, thank you. I feel like there's one.
Yeah, all right.
I got the other twin. I got Vex, and so you clearly can't do Vex without
I mean, it's the same paint.
getting a little trinket in there. But
Why does she have a mustache?
what do you mean? I might be married to Laura, but I also have to fully own that this is a giant dog, apparently. Like a bull mastiff. And also Vex has been lifting with Yasha.
Yeah.
And the mustache I will pay for later. Just check in on me after she's seen this. So.
I feel like the three of us all need to work on hand and finger studies.
I had there was another expression that was up here before, but it was bad.
Yeah.
You got the eyebrows, right?
I got one little wink at me.
Well, and the pauldron looks really good.
Yeah.
The feather situation.
It's like she's doing a face swap with the gentleman.
And that's her emotional color when she's gonna see it.
That is
Red means danger.
that is a very endearing not bear, though.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. Everybody at home, these guys are about to go to the world premiere of Vox Machina Season 3. You can check it out on October 3rd.
Boy, you think you can catch us, Dingle Dick?
Maybe don't mock the murder man?